Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So today I have even more Wings of Fire news and updates to share with you all. From the tease of something positive happening for the Wings of Fire TV series, to ship information, Book 16 updates, and more, there's a lot to discuss. Final videos of Toei's event appearances have come out, so we've been learning even more than ever before. This video will contain everything that's up to date, and I'm so pumped to be bringing it to you all. But before we begin, a huge shout out to my patrons. Dragonlover95, Slightest Wild, Thistle, Noobto, Pyronuke, Avril, and Pancake. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Links to their social medias are in the description down below. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to be organizing all the information into some big categories, starting with Arc 4 updates. Toei has shared some stuff with us regarding the next few books, especially the 16th novel. Pertaining to this beginning of the 4th arc, Toei stated that she does have a planned release date for Book 16. However, she doesn't want to give it out just yet in case she's not able to reach that. Instead, she promised that it's coming, hopefully soon. I think that's pretty good news, honestly. Things are on track for this book, at least somewhat. My personal guess is that we may get Book 16 late 2025, but obviously there's no way of knowing for sure. Early 2026 is possible as well, though I like for it to be sooner, of course. It all depends how far along she really is right now. Toei was asked by a fanwing attending whether or not there will be a new continent added in the future. She said, "I don't think I can answer that question. I would like to see Pyria and Pantala in the same map, and then maybe something else." She added that something else after a pause and a smirk, so I do think Toei is thinking about adding another continent someday. However, I personally don't want this. Pantala already wasn't explored a lot, and there's enough ground to cover with the rich histories of both continents, and both their current and future states. If we did get a third continent far in the future, I honestly wouldn't want it to touch paths with Pyria and Pantala much, if at all. Something separate would be pretty cool. We also got some updates on potential character futures and ships. When asked who Toei would ever want to write a POV of again, she responded by saying Snowfall is the only dragon she'd love to do that with a second time. I love Snowfall, so I'd be down for anything with her. In fact, the author promised that she will appear again, even if it ends up being from another character's POV. This is awesome for us Snowfall fans. Toei wants to write more about this Queen Icewing and Lynx, and especially wants Lynx to return someday too. In fact, Toei even thinks that there's a possibility of them being a canon ship. And speaking of the Icewing royal family, she also added Winter will find love someday, but that he just has some growing to do first. On the subject of Book 16, The Future of Wings of Fire, Toei finally confirmed that Peril and Sky will not be meeting each other in this upcoming novel. But don't worry. She still hopes to feature them reuniting in a winglet someday. Considering how much Toei has spoken about this lately, I feel pretty confident that it'll happen at some point down the line in a future wave of winglets. We have a very positive and exciting update on the TV series as well. While Toei can't say much, something, quote, good and important has just happened during production. Could this potentially be the start of voice actor casting? After all, Toei stated that they're on step 6 out of 100 for the show, essentially. To put that into perspective, they were around step 5 or 8 out of 100 when the series got cancelled by Netflix originally. Due to old leaks, we know that at that point in production, there were already basic storyboards, concept art of backgrounds and props, filler voice actors, and some very early scripts. And lastly, here's our timeline of when to expect remaining graphic novels. Darkstalker Legends will have its graphic novel released November 2025, as I stated in a previous video, and Talons of Powers will drop in the same year. I assume the same one main series graphic novel per year format will be followed, considering TUI confirmed that there will be no gap year between the ones for Arcs 2 and 3. If so, that means we can expect these potential release years. Darkness of Dragons, 2026. The Lost Continent, 2027. The Hive Queen, 2028. The Poison Jungle, TUI's most anticipated to see, 2029. The Dangerous Gift, 2030. And The Flames of Hope, 2031. With Dragon Slayer maybe being turned into a graphic novel too, or even The Winglets. Who knows? Remember, the only confirmed years are 2025 for Talons of Power and Darkstalker, so the rest is my own speculation if things follow the same pattern. Could 2 be released in the same year? Maybe, but right now, this is safe to think with. And I know it's all so far away, but hey, it gives us more time to engage with WoW. And wow, that was a lot of additional news. What's been the most interesting to you from all these announcements and reveals? Let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.